fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at Deluxe Class Runamuck from Transformers Earthrise War for Cybertron Trilogy. Very excited to be getting a normal release, retail release for Runamuck. Long overdue in my opinion. I think a lot of years ago, maybe 10 years ago at this point, I can't remember. I think they did repaints of Runamuck and Runabout in the Transformers Collectors Club, but they weren't that great and way overpriced, so I didn't pick them up. So very excited, all new mold. Clearly Runamuck. Very excited that he's finally getting some love. Long overdue in my opinion, but really cool artwork here on the side. On this side you have the standard kind of Earthrise pick. Not too much going on the top or bottom. And then spin around to the back. Robot mode, vehicle mode, very simple. So neat, very cool packaging. Gonna go ahead and get him out of there and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here is Runamuck out of the packaging, and I'm just gonna apologize now. He is such a stark white that is going to throw off the white balance on my camera. So he is just incredibly bright white. You can see a little bit of gold for what will be the side of the vehicle mode, and a little bit here on his toes, which will be the hood of the car. But otherwise he is just mostly white. Little bit of kind of a translucent charcoal gray for the windows. And then of course the Decepticon symbol there on the chest. But yeah, he's a very white guy. If you take a look at the head, I think they did a really great job. I love the head sculpt. It's simple, but it works. I love the purple eyes. And I love his kind of like giant robot jaw. I just think that's hilarious. But yeah, overall really, really nice. Articulation-wise, head is on a swivel side to side. I don't think it has any front to back, but this piece kind of lifts up. So if you really wanted him to look a little bit forward, you could lift that up, but I don't think it's really meant to. I'm trying to see, is this on actually it is on a ball joint? Okay, it is on a ball joint. It's just that when you try to move it up or down, it just makes that piece unpeg. But it is on a ball joint. You get a really little bit of front to back, really good side to side though, no problems there. You have a hinge here in the shoulder, you have a swivel in the shoulder, you have a bicep swivel, 90 degrees in the elbow, nothing in the wrist because they fold into the forearms for transformation. You have a waist swivel, kick out to the side, kick decently back, stops about there, kick really far forward, thigh swivel, 90 degree in the knee, and then of course ankle tilt. But yeah, he looks fantastic. I think they did a really, really nice job with this. I think it's funny, you can kind of simulate the original toy. If we take the gun off and we take the legs, and the way they transform, you can kind of have this click down, and that kind of clicks into place, and then you can bring this up and this will click into place. And this is really just part of the transformation, so you'll see this again in a moment. And it's kind of weird the way you have to like click this part in first and then get this to come up. It's a little finicky, but if you peg this all together, and I don't know if this is intentional or not, but this has to be intentional. These little heel pieces here have a second wheel, which has got to be a reference to the original toy, because the original toy was one of those kinds of toys where you pulled it back and then you let it go and it would go forward. And so when he transformed, he didn't really have much of a transformation. His arms were pretty much just like the panels lifted up, and then he couldn't even hold his gun, so you would peg it onto his shoulder like this. So they've gone ahead and put those peg holes on the shoulder so you can approximate that with the gun. And then this is kind of basically how he transformed. The legs came up like this, and the wheels that were in the back folded down and just kind of like laid back here. And then I think you could still do it in this mode. You could do the pull and have them go forward, but I just think it's neat that you can actually kind of approximate what the original toy looked like. Not that you'd really want to, because of course it takes away so much articulation, but I just think it's neat. And the fact that they made the heels the extra set of wheels there is a really, really nice touch. Transformation is pretty straightforward. We're going to start off by rotating him around at the waist, and then we're basically going to transform the legs exactly as I just showed you. So you can see that there's a tab slot right there, and then there is a tab back here, right there where my finger is. So you're going to untab this, because there's a tab here as well, as you can see. That's how you tab that in for the knee. So you're going to bring this down, peg that into there, bring this up and peg it in here, repeat the step over here, Then you tab these together, fold this up, and then you want to click these in like that. And so you basically have the entire front of the car already set to go. At this point, you can fold the hands into the forearms, like I mentioned earlier. You're going to fold down this chest piece so you can fold the head in and then close it back up. At this point, you want to completely unfold out what will be the back of the car, and then you want to fold up the roof of the car like so. So that's out of the way. Then you can bring these up, rotate this down 90, bring this up, rotate this down 90, and then you want to collapse this in, and you can see that there's a tab spot right there, and there's a tab right there. So you just want to line this up, tab that in like so, do the same on this side. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to just kind of like slide it down, I find. So you get a really nice tight connection there, and then just shore this up. This will just kind of, this is an artificial hood just to be his chest plate. The real, not hood, roof. An artificial roof of the car, because the real roof of the car is right here. So you're going to flip out the wheels that are hidden here. And sometimes it's a little tricky to get your finger in there and flip them out. Once you get one, it's a lot easier to do the second one. So anyway, flip those wheels out. Then you're going to kind of just bring this down and then just pop this all down like so. And this should have two, let me bring this back up. Because you can see that there are, and it's probably not very easy to see, but there's a tab right there, and that's going to go into that tab spot right there. So bring that all down, push that all in, make sure it's all connected, and there you go. There is the vehicle mode. I think it looks pretty sharp, very simplistic, but I like it. Again, very, very white, nice Decepticon symbol there on the roof, looks great. Like I said, you have a little bit of gold here on the hood, a little bit of gold here on the side. Not really too much as far as robot kibble underneath, just that fake chest plate. Nice taillights painted red. You can take the gun and peg it in up top here if you like. Now it does suffer a little bit from different shades of white. You can probably see here that the whole front of the car and the arm is a little different than the top section. Not too bad though, just a little bit. Rolls pretty nice when I have this pegged in all the way. But yeah, overall, I really like the vehicle mode. I think it looks pretty sharp. I think Runamuck is fantastic. Honestly, he might be tied with Sunstreaker for my favorite deluxe for this wave. He was long overdue for an update, so I'm really happy they went back and showed him some love. It's great. I mean, he's got great paint applications, looks sharp. Transformation is a little bit simpler, but fun and really nice to do back and forth. I have no trouble with it. He just looks great in both modes, and I'm really happy that we got this guy. Also really looking forward to his repaint / brother Runabout. Runabout's a Target exclusive. I should have that pretty soon, so when that comes in, I'll do a review of him as well. But yeah, I'm just really happy that, you know, they went back and found Runamuck because he gets overlooked a lot. So glad that we finally got an update for him, and it's great. Absolutely love it. So definitely recommend picking this one up. Shouldn't be too hard to find. He's just normal retail, part of Wave 3. Check Amazon, check Hasbro Pulse, check Walmart. Should be showing up around pretty soon. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.